Alessandra, who only sought a way out of a difficult family situation, found herself engaged to one of the most powerful men in the land. A whirlwind romance, or perhaps a carefully calculated arrangement? What will become of Alessandra in her new role as Duchess? Will she find happiness with Edgar, or is she simply trading one cage for another, gilded though it may be? And what of Edgar's true intentions? Is this a loveless marriage of convenience, or does he harbor deeper feelings for his soon-to-be wife?
I wonder what Father would say. Will he finally show more interest in me? Alessandra leaned her head against the wall as she thought about tomorrow. He might try to convince the Duke to marry Kate instead. Oh, tomorrow will be a chaotic day. She closed her eyes, enjoying the peace while it lasted. As the carriage returned home, Alessandra wasn't surprised to see a figure standing with his arms folded by the door. Her father knew his wife wouldn't be pleased about her leaving home, and Alessandra had made sure to leave before Katrina could stop her. First Kate, and now it was Katrina's turn. When the carriage stopped, Alessandra opened her door herself, since everyone was afraid to get too close to her. She kept her head down to avoid looking at Katrina as she walked to the entrance of their home. "Good morning, Katrina," she greeted the woman as she neared her. Katrina, on the other hand, did not return the greeting. "Your father must have lost his mind to allow you to leave home. Do the two of you wish to sully this house even more? What would others say if they were to learn that you were riding around amongst them?" I did not leave the carriage, Mother." "Do not call me that. How many times must I tell you that I am not your mother? Your own mother ran away and left you here to be raised by your father. I am not going to do her job for her. Neither you nor your father seems to realize what I have to put up with a person like you. I made it clear you should not be seen." Katrina was furious to learn Desmond allowed Alessandra to leave without consulting her. "Do you not understand the trouble you caused for us, Alessandra? Our reputation almost hit rock bottom because of that incident. Never ask to leave this place again, or I will see to it that you may never leave your bedroom. Just the sight of you infuriates me. Why on earth couldn't you have followed your mother?" I'm sorry," Alessandra apologized with her head still low. "Get back to your room. Your presence drains my mood, and I am tired of seeing those masks. I cannot wait for the day you shall no longer be here. I hope you enjoyed your day out, since it will never happen again." "Ridiculous," Katrina muttered, turning her back on Alessandra to leave. Alessandra touched her mask, making sure it was still in place. "She speaks as if they weren't a part of why I wear it." One of the things Alessandra hated was how she had to act timid around her family. She found it best to pretend to be that way and take their scolding, but having to be that way was irritating. The second thing she hated was Katrina's need to constantly bring up her mother who ran away from her marriage. Katrina was speaking based on what her husband wanted her to hear, and not the entire truth. "It'll all be over soon," Alessandra said to cheer herself up. It was unfortunate the day might go by slowly now that she really wanted tomorrow to come quickly. A lot could happen before it was time for Edgar to visit her home. "Stay out of sight." It was the best thing to do in order to avoid more accidents happening. Edgar might have already picked up someone who had hurt her hand, but Alessandra did not want to involve him in her family affairs and drama. She was well aware he could punish Kate for her, but she did not wish for that to happen. Alessandra wanted to give her family the life they dreamed about, a life without her in it. Involving Edgar in it would only cause too many problems. It was best to cut ties with her family peacefully, as she did not hold a grudge for the way she'd been treated. Alessandra hurried back to her room to avoid running back into Katrina or meeting Kate again. However, upon reaching her door, She was puzzled to find it slightly ajar, as if someone had been inside of it after she left. It could have been Katrina, confirming that her father allowed her to leave. That was what Alessandra hoped, but her anxiety increased seeing Kate standing by her window. "Kate," she called out to her sister. "Oh, you're back already? In time to witness the fun. My mother said we were not allowed to have pets. Imagine my surprise when I saw this little creature in here." Kate held up the kitten Alessandra had been feeding. She was holding it outside the window, prepared to drop it right before Alessandra arrived. "Kate, I will take care of it. Please do not harm an innocent creature." Alessandra took careful steps forward, wishing to take the kitten before Kate could do the unthinkable.
Alessandra's heart pounded in her chest. Each step she took towards her sister felt like walking a tightrope. The kitten mewled pitifully, dangling precariously in Kate's grasp. Alessandra knew any wrong move could send the tiny creature plummeting to the ground. But what could she do? But how much longer could she play this game? How long could she endure Katrina's scorn and Kate's cruelty? And, most importantly, what would happen if she finally broke? Would she lose everything she was working towards? Or would she finally find the strength to fight back?
Hey, I'm Alexandria. If you're wondering what happens next, download the Pocket FM app now and listen to the exciting episode of Duke's Masked Bride.